Hello students, today we will discuss about the applications of Schrodinger wave equation. Till now we have studied about Schrodinger wave equation. We have two types of Schrodinger wave equation, time dependent Schrodinger wave equation and time independent Schrodinger wave equation. In this unit we will study about applications of Schrodinger wave equation. The first application of Schrodinger wave equation is particle in box. Free particle in one-dimensional box. As the name suggests, the particle is free to move in a one-dimensional box. Free to move, that means there is no force, external force applied on the particle. When there is no force, the potential energy of the particle will be zero because F is equal to minus gradient of V. If the external force is equal to 0, then the potential energy of the particle will also be 0. And what is the meaning of one-dimensional box? In quantum mechanics, a box means the region of space in which the particle experiences no force. That is, in the region of the box, there is no force on the particle. That means the potential energy of the particle will be 0 in this region and infinite potential energy of the particle exists outside the region. That is, outside the one-dimensional box, potential energy is infinite. But inside the box, the potential energy is 0. Let us say that the particle is free to move along x-axis. We consider a particle of mass m confined to move in one-dimensional box of length a along x-axis under the following conditions. We apply some conditions on the motion of the particle. First is the walls of the box are rigid. That is, there is no effect on the walls of the box on collision with the particle, and these walls are perfectly elastic so that the collision between the particle and walls of the box will be elastic collision, and there will be no loss of the of the energy of the particle on collision with the walls of the box. That is, the particle rebounds with the same kinetic energy after making elastic collision with the walls of the box, and the total energy of the particle will remain constant. The second condition is the walls of the box are non-penetrable. That means the particle cannot penetrate through the walls of the box. That means the probability of finding the particle outside the box is 0. Such a one-dimensional box is shown in figure 1. In this figure, as shown, in the region x is equal to 0 to x is equal to a, the particle is free to move and the potential energy on the particle is 0. In this region, Vx is equal to 0, that is inside the box. And outside the box, that is x greater than 0 and x less than 0 and x greater than a. In this region and this region, the potential energy is infinite. And because the particle cannot penetrate through the walls of the box, therefore the probability of finding the particle outside the box is 0. The one-dimensional time-dependent Schrodinger wave equation can be written as d2 psi upon dx square plus 2m upon h cut square e minus v psi is equal to 0. For x in between 0 to a, the value of potential energy is 0. Potential energy is 0. Therefore, this equation in the region for x less than x greater than 0 and x less than a can be written as d2 psi upon dx square plus 2m e upon h cut square psi is equal to 0. Let us put 2m upon h cut square is equal to k square, a constant. This equation will become d2 psi upon dx square plus k square psi is equal to 0. This is the second order differential equation, and the solution of this equation is psi x is equal to a exponential iota kx plus b exponential minus iota kx. Let it will be equation number 3. From this equation, A and B are the arbitrary constants, and the values of these constant A and B can be determined by using the boundary conditions on the wave function. The boundary condition of psi are that psi must be continuous at the point of discontinuities of the potential. That is, potential is discontinuous at point x is equal to A and x is equal to 0. So at x is equal to 0 and x is equal to A, psi must be continuous. That means the value outside the box जो psi की है बाउंड्रीज पे भी वही रहेगी. Outside the box, probability of finding the particle is 0 because the particle does not exist outside the box. Therefore, probability of finding the particle is 0. And when the probability of finding the particle is 0, therefore wave function of the particle will also be 0. So psi will be 0 outside the box and on the boundaries. That is, x is equal to A and x is equal to 0, psi x is equal to 0. And for x less than 0 and x greater than A, psi x will be 0. We apply the first condition, x is equal to 0, psi x will be equal to 0. So applying this equation in this condition, in equation number 3, we have 0 is equal to A plus B. That means A is equal to minus B. Let this will be equation number 4. And next boundary condition, at x is equal to A, psi x is equal to 0. Put these value in equation number 3. A exponential iota k A plus B exponential minus iota k is equal to 0. Let this is equation number 5. Put value of A is equal to minus B from equation number 4. We have A exponential iota k minus A exponential minus iota k is equal to 0. Multiply and divide this equation by 2 iota. We have 2 iota A exponential iota k minus exponential minus iota k by 2 iota is equal to 0. So exponential iota ka minus exponential minus iota k by 2 iota is equal to sine ka. Therefore, this equation can be written as 2 iota a sine ka is equal to 0. This is equation number 6. From equation number 6, equation 6 will be 0. Either a is equal to 0 or sine ka is equal to 0. But a cannot be equal to 0 because if a will be 0, then b is equal to minus a. Both the constant a and b will be 0, and if the values of a and b are 0, then psi will become 0 everywhere, outside the box as well as inside the box. That means particle does not exist anywhere. Therefore, a and b cannot be equal to 0. So for equation to be equal to 0, for equation 6 to be equal to 0, sine ka must be equal to 0. So sine k is equal to 0 and value of sine theta is 0 when theta is the integer multiple of pi. So sine ka is equal to sine of n pi. Ka is equal to n pi. From this we have k is equal to n pi by a, where n can have values 1, 2, 3 up to infinite. Putting this value of k in equation k square upon 2me upon h cut square, we have n square pi square upon a square is equal to 2me upon h cut square. By solving this equation, we have e is equal to n square pi square h cut square upon 2ma square. This is the energy eigenvalue for the particle in box. This is the energy for nth state. From this equation, it is clear that n cannot be equal to 0. If n is equal to 0, then energy is equal to 0. And if energy of the particle is 0, that means particle does not exist and wave function will be equal to 0. So particle does not exist anywhere outside the box as well as inside the box. Therefore, for the existence of the particle inside the box, n must be greater than 0. That is, n can have values 1, 2, 3 and so on. And also for the negative values of n, the energy values will be same. Therefore, no independent solution of the wave function exists. Therefore, the allowed values of n are 1, 2, 3 and so on. Therefore, this equation number 8 can be written as En is equal to n square pi square h cut square upon 2ma square, having values of n from 1 to 3 and so on. The solution of equation 3 is psi x is equal to a exponential iota kx minus a exponential minus iota kx. We have 2 iota exponential iota kx minus exponential minus iota kx by 2 iota and exponential iota kx minus exponential minus iota k by 2 iota is sine kx. Therefore, psi x is equal to 2 iota a sine kx. Let us put 2 iota a another constant n. So psi x will be equal to n sine kx. This is the wave function or the solution of the Schrodinger wave equation for particle in box, and value of n is 2 iota a. This is the another constant, and value of n can be found by using the normalization condition on psi x. That is, the total probability of finding the particle inside the box is maximum, and maximum value of probability is 1. Therefore, probability of finding the particle inside the box is 1, and formula for the probability of finding the particle within the box, and the limits for the box are 0 to a. So we integrate from 0 to a psi star x psi x dx is equal to 1. This is the formula for probability. Put the value of psi. Take the complex conjugate of n psi kx. N can be real or complex. So we take n star complex conjugate of n, and sine theta has real value. So n star, it will remain as it is by taking complex conjugate n star sine kx dot n sine kx dx is equal to 1. We can take n constant. Multiplication of n star n will be equal to mod of n square integration mod of n square sine square kx integration 0 to a dx is equal to 1. Multiply and divide by 2 the whole equation. 1 by 2 n square integration 0 to a 2 sine square kx dx is equal to 1. 2 sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta. So put the value of sine 2 sine square theta in this equation. We have mod of n square by 2 integration 0 to a 1 minus cos 2 kx dx is equal to 1. Integrate this equation. Mod of n square integration of 1 will be integration of dx minus integration 0 to a cos 2 kx dx is equal to 1. By solving this, we have integration of dx will be x, and integration of sine kx 2kx by 2k 0 to a is equal to 1. Put the values of limit from 0 to a minus 0 minus 1 by 2k sine 2k minus sine 0. Put the value of k is equal to n pi by a, and solving this, sine 2 n pi integer multiple of pi, so sine theta will be equal to 0. So this expression will be, value of this term will be 0, and we have mod of n square by 2a is equal to 1. From this we have n mod of n square is equal to 2 by a, or you can say n is equal to square root 2 by a. Therefore equation 10 becomes psi nx is equal to root 2 by a sine kx. Put value of k is n pi by a into x. Therefore sine nx, sine n wave function of the for particle in the nth state will be equal to square root 2 by a sine of n pi x by a. This is the wave function for nth state. By using the value of 1 2 3 and so on, you can calculate the value of wave function for first, second and third and so on. For different state, you can calculate the value of wave function and probability is mod of psi square. So psi 1x will be equal to root 2 by a sine of pi x by a. Therefore probability is mod of psi square, that will be equal to 2 by a sine square pi by a, and psi 2x will be equal to root 2 by a sine of 2 pi x by a. So probability for the second state will be mod of psi 2 square will be equal to 2 by a sine square 2 pi x by a, and so on. You can calculate the wave function and probability density for different states, and you can plot the probability density and wave function for different state. Here we have plotted the probability and wave function for the first 4 state for n is equal to 1, 2, 3 and up to n. From the figure 1 and from figure 2, it is clear that there is only one half wave for the lowest energy state, that is n is equal to 1. There is only half wave, and an additional half wave is present as the energy is increased by one step. That is, for second state the wave will be, we have a complete wave. For third state another half wave will also add, and the fourth state you have two waves, two complete waves. There are some points within the box at which psi x is equal to 0. The points where wave function is equal to 0, that means probability of finding the particle at that points will be 0. So such points are called nodes, and the points where the probability of finding the particle is maximum are called antinodes. Therefore, the points at which the probability of finding the particle is 0, the points are called nodes, and the points where the probability of finding the particle is maximum are called antinodes. You can calculate the position of nodes and antinodes. At nodal points, wave function is equal to 0, and we have wave function for nth state is square root 2 by a sine of n pi x by a. This is the wave function for nth state, and the wave function is equal to 0. That means sine theta will be equal to 0, and sine theta is 0 when theta is integer multiple of pi. Let us say it is p pi. Therefore, we have x is equal to pa by n. For nth quantum state, the nodal points occur at x is equal to 0, a by n, 2a by n and up to na by n. For first, nodes occur at x is equal to 0 and a. For n is equal to 2, nodes occur at x is equal to 0, a by 2, a. For n is equal to 3, nodes occur at x is equal to 0, a by 3, 2a by 3 and a. And so on. You can calculate for the different states the position of nodes. Position of antinodes. An antinode at antinodal points, psi nx is maximum. Therefore, you will have square root 2 by a sine of n pi x by a will be maximum. For this, sine of n pi x by a will be equal to 1. Therefore, the and value of sine theta is 1 when it is odd integer multiple of pi by 2, that is theta will be 2p plus 1 pi by 2. Therefore, n pi x by a is equal to 2p plus 1 pi by 2. Therefore, you can have values of x is equal to 2p plus 1 a by 2, and you can put value of p from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. We have x is equal to a by 2n, 3a by 2n, 5a by 2n and so on up to 2n minus 1a by 2n. For n is equal to 1, antinodes occur at point x is equal to a. For n is equal to 2, antinodes occur at point x is equal to a by 4, 3a by 4. For n is equal to 3, antinode points occur at a by 6, 3a by 6, 5a by 6 and so on. We can calculate the values of different antinode points for different states. Energy eigenvalue. The energy eigenvalue of a particle in one-dimensional box is given by En is equal to n square pi square h cut square upon 2m square, and n can have values from 1 to 3 and so on. We can plot different energy eigenvalue for different state. For n is equal to 1, E1 will be equal to pi square h cut square upon 2ma square, E2 is equal to 4 pi square h cut square upon 2ma square, and E3 is equal to n 9 pi square h cut square upon 2ma square and so on. You can calculate the energy of different states. This is all about particle in box. We can also calculate the momentum, quantization of momentum and expectation value of momentum for particle in box. This we will study in our next lecture. Thank you so much.